Greetings everyone, I am Sonic Ride 9 and you're probably wondering, where is my headset? Well, here's the bad news. My headset doesn't work. It literally doesn't work. I've tried plugging it in and out of my computer, I've tried to adjust audio levels, but it literally does not want to work with me at the moment. So it looks like for the time being I won't be able to do any actual recorded videos with my voice. There could be a lot of videos coming from now until I get a new microphone where it's non-commentary, or it will be PC gameplay with this microphone that I've got here, so which is in my laptop. So sorry if you were hoping to see more Twisted Metal today. Nothing I can really do. I don't really want to do a playthrough where I've got most of it is commentary and like the rest of it is not. It just seems a bit inconsistent. So sorry to everyone who wanted to hear my voice, but what you gonna do? Anyway, enough about that. It's time for that big Q&A because I've got nothing else to do and I want to give you guys a video. So here's that Q&A that I promised, and I hope you guys enjoy. And for those who manage to get their questions read out, you guys will get a massive shout out from me. I will even, if you have a YouTube channel, I will link it. I will link your YouTube channel in the description. And yeah, awesome. So without further ado, let's get to it. So the first question is from a mate of mine named Joel, and he asks, how do you know what games to pick? They all seem to be very unique. Well, I don't really, to be honest, I don't really decide on like a theme or anything. I just sort of pick a game that I either choose on what I think people will like and what I'm personally into. So I play a lot of platformers, so I'm into sort of Mario, and I pick like Sonic games and Crash Bandicoot and Spyro and all that. And yeah, I pick a lot of unique games. I don't like picking games that a lot of people have played because, well, that'd just be following what everyone else does. But I just like to pick games that a lot of people have probably never heard of / played, and well, you know, that's how I pick from what games I like to play. So I hope that answers your question, Joel, and there's your shout out. I think you also have a YouTube channel, so a link is in the description to your channel, buddy. And yeah, thanks for the question. So anyway, next question is from Ryan, another Ryan, and I think he also has a YouTube channel. And he asks, who is it? Well, he's got a two-parter. The first parter is, who inspired you to do YouTube videos? And the second one is, do you plan to do collaborations with me when me and Josh start? Who, by the way, Josh is another friend of mine. So to answer your first question, my inspiration for doing YouTube videos was, there's actually quite a few inspirations, because the first one, which is probably someone who has inspired a lot of people to do videos like this, is the Angry Video Game Nerd, which, in case you don't know, is a guy who pretty much did video reviews on bad NES games. He was the Angry Nintendo Nerd when he was first doing stuff, and yeah, he was hilarious. He was a hilarious guy who was angry at all these bad NES games and whatnot. And another two groups that got me into this sort of thing was Hellfire Comms and Brain Scratch Comms. If you don't know who they are two groups of YouTuber gamers who do commentary of on various different games as a group, and they're generally hilarious. I mean they're both quite big Sonic fans, which is definitely gets a point for awesomeness in my book, and I just find them hilarious. The amount of conversations they get into, and I just like them. I like watching what each playthrough that they do, and pretty much that's what got me into doing YouTube videos, especially like game videos and whatnot. I mean, my parents managed to get me a capture device at Christmas, one of the Christmases, and that's what got me into actually doing this for a part-time thing. And yeah, I enjoy doing these videos. I enjoy entertaining you guys, and yeah. And to answer your second question, yes, I do plan on doing collaborations with you and Josh. Hopefully we will be doing a load more videos soon with like collaborations on PC multiplayer games. Maybe the return of Loadout, maybe the return of Citizen Burger Disorder that me and Josh did, and you know, all that's in the future. But for now, yeah, I plan on doing collaborations with others. So I hope that answered your 2 questions, Ryan, and you get a shout out. Okay, next question comes from another YouTuber by the name of Totally Lisa Cartoons. You know who you are. Wink. And she asks, which video are you mostly satisfied with? Ooh, that's a tricky one, because I've done quite a lot of videos, and I'm going to be honest, a lot of video series where I did have to end up cancelling them due to me just not feeling satisfied with the end product. But I guess, yeah, please excuse me, I'm actually going back to see what I actually did. You guys won't see this, but I guess you could say the videos that I'm mostly satisfied with was Sonic Adventure. Yeah, the Sonic Adventure series, I got to admit, was a video series that I'm very much satisfied with. I felt that went through quite well. I had Josh come on in a couple of videos, which was nice, and yeah, that was a pretty good series. Along with Sonic Generations, that was another one which I felt that was a pretty darn good series that I did. So yeah, I think I've done quite a few good series, and most recently Crash Trade. I felt that was also a pretty good video series that I'm quite satisfied with. So overall, I think I've done quite a few good videos out there for you guys to watch, and I'm mostly satisfied with those particular videos. So yeah, I hope that answers your question, Totally Lisa Cartoons, and you get a shout out. Okay, so next question comes from Cameron, and he asks, what game series will you be doing later this year? That is a good question too. I don't really want to give anything away per se, but I have some particular ideas I would kind of like to do. Like I say, I don't really want to give anything away because, you know, surprises and everything, but I do plan on doing Little Big Planet 2. That's the one I'd like to get to eventually. God, I don't even really know. Possibly Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex, that's a possibility, as well as Crash Nitro Kart and Spyro 3. Don't know if I'll get around to all of them, but those are all potential playthroughs, so you guys will have to wait and see what I actually come out with, and Cameron, you get a shout out. Okay, next up we have a YouTuber question from Scott MCC18118, and he asks, what's your favourite platform and why? Now, a lot of people will probably say that PC is their favourite platform, and I can understand that. But for me personally, and being that I grew up at a time where we were at the Dreamcast/N64 era of games, my personal favourite console or platform is the PS1. Now, the reason I say that the PS1 is my personal favourite platform is because it was the console that I was brought on. It was the console that I had the most fun with. Crash Bandicoot, Spyro the Dragon, Twisted Metal, a couple of those Looney Tunes games which are actually quite good. Just a lot of memories on the PS1. It was such a fun time for me as a kid. I mean, sure, the other consoles, I think the Dreamcast was another one that I quite enjoyed, but the one console that for most days I play hours on, specifically on Crash Bandicoot, was the PlayStation 1. It was the console that I grew up with. A lot of people probably grew up with the PlayStation 1, and I just think that's my personal favourite platform to play on. Nowadays, I'll admit, I would say probably the PlayStation 3 is my personal favourite, but of all time, PlayStation 1, definitely. And Scott, MCC 118, you get a shout out. Next question comes from MRJ, you know who you are, and he asks, what does my room look like? Well, in case you couldn't tell, you can see, looks like a room. Yes, I'm using my laptop camera right there. I hope that actually caught everything. And yeah, it looks like a room. It looks like a bedroom. That's really all that I can say. Behind me, you can probably see right there, is my glorious PS3, PS2 and Xbox 360 catalogue of games. Behind my head and over there, as you can see in that glass filing cabinet thing, is my Wii, Wii U and GameCube games, as well as a few PC games here and there. And on my windowsill, which I don't know if you can see, it's kind of hard to see, but which on there is my Lego Dimensions figures. So yeah, that's my room. Sorry I can't really show you much more because there's not actually a lot. I mean, I've got posters on the wall, I've got toys, I've got loads of things. But yeah, it's a bedroom, so congratulations, you got to see my bedroom. Hope you're happy. But I'm kidding. Anyway, MRJ, you get a shout out. Next question comes from Pudsey99. You know who you are. And she asks, what are your future plans for your channel? Now I know this question was kind of answered earlier with the whole what game series I'll be planning to do later. But in terms of future plans, obviously playthroughs, that's a big one. But I recently got into doing vlogging, which you may have seen my most recent video update about doing like this Q&A and updating on the 500 sub situation, which go and watch it on my channel if you want to know more information about that. But you know, I haven't really got much else besides at this moment in time just doing playthroughs and potentially vlogging here and there. But you know, maybe I'll try something a little bit different in the future, who knows. But as of right now, playthroughs and potential vlogging is what I'll be doing. So hope that answered your questions. I almost said your real name, Pudsey, and you get a shout out. Okay, we've only got a few more questions here before we wrap things up. So we've got from Peter. He asks, what made you want to start making YouTube videos? Well, pretty much I got bored and I saw that a lot of people were making YouTube videos on like games and whatnot. I was like, and then I thought, maybe I should do my own and maybe actually, you know, express myself more as a person. And I just figured, you know what, let's give it a try. And as you can probably tell, I'm pretty like shocked and surprised that people actually are watching my videos and watching my content, because at first I was just making some random whatever videos that I was using an absolutely horrible camera in order to record everything. I was tell you the truth, I was using a 3DS camera to record my videos. Yeah, I was kind of cheap, but right now, since now I have a proper webcam to actually look at you guys, and I have my amazing capture software to actually record gameplay from PS3s and PS2 and PS1 and Xbox and all that, I just said, let's do it. Let's make actual proper playthroughs, and from here on out, I've been making videos for you guys, and as I've already said, I enjoy making these videos. I think it's a lot of fun, and you know, I get a lot of life experience and whatnot. And so yeah, I hope that answers your question, Peter. You get a shout out. We've got 2 more questions. First one we have is from Ash, and he asks, what has your gaming journey taught you? Honestly, it's taught me that a lot of games these days are very similar. It's very difficult to come with an original idea for making games. For example, there are a lot of first-person shooters out there. I mean, if you were to try and show someone, okay, here's Call of Duty and here's Battlefield, and I want you to tell me what's the difference between the two, they could only possibly give you like maybe 1 or 2 differences. Like, well, the counter is different, and the graphics look slightly different, and that's about it probably. That's about as many differences they could possibly find. And that's the biggest issue when it comes to specifically indie devs, because since these days a lot of these games are very similar with one another, it's very difficult to, you know, get your name out there. I mean just look at Undertale. That game's getting like so many people to play it, and from what I've seen, it does like look like an interesting game. Maybe I'll check it out at some point, but as of right now, I have no plans for that. But it's taught me that if you want to make something really interesting in the gaming world, you've got to make it unique. You've got to make it special. In a fun way, obviously. You don't want to create a game that's 90% story and 10% gameplay. It just doesn't work like that. You might as well just make a book or a film. But in my opinion, and what my gaming journey has taught me, is that, well, these game developers out there are getting more and more money every day, and I'm just hoping that soon we get more and more unique games out there, and that's about it really. It's taught me that games these days need to be a bit more original. But anyway guys, Ash, I hope that answered your question, and you get a thumbs up. And we have one final question from Flavour. That's not a YouTube name, that's an actual name. And he asks, are you still in school? Yes, I'm at college. Woo. So anyway guys, I hope that answered your question, Flavour. I'm in college. Not much else to say. I'm doing IT. I'm doing, hopefully, learning about game design. And yeah, I'm at college. Woo. But anyway guys, I hope that answered your questions. For all those who got their questions answered, you get an awesome shout out, like I've been saying like 10 times in this video. And if you have any more questions, please do write it down below under this video, and I may answer them in like a text format. And yeah, for those who I answered and actually do have YouTube channels, I will put your YouTube channel in the description so that people can actually watch them. And you know, go ahead and check them out. They've got some pretty cool videos for you guys to watch. And anyway, guys, that is it for my 500th sub-special. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a comment, like, subscribe. Excuse me. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.